Good afternoon. It's the Trigger, Rich Bontrager. Welcome back for another 2 p.m. with the Trigger, where we're always giving you tips, tricks, insights to better help you rock the stage. My passion, my goal, my dream is to help you to shine on camera, to shine on stage, so that you and your brand they get elevated, they get amplified, so you get the results that you want to get. It's all about you and your brand authority. No matter what space you are in, you have a brand, and you're an expert, and you need to know and be seen and heard that way. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about something that we have not covered yet in our conversations here, and that's going to be on confidence or confusion and clarity. Confidence comes with it as well, but confusion and clarity is an interesting area to play with those two tensions. As a speaker, as a leader, as an influencer, we all come from that space of we want to be clear and sharp. We want to lead well, right? When you're growing your brand, when you're beginning to make your way through that maze of being a speaker, being an author, turning into that expert, you're probably going to hear a lot of things. And I hear them all week long. I hear them every day here. People are confused by what is important. They're confused by how to do things. They're confused by the things that they think they can do. Confusion is a big issue in people's life when they're trying to find that clarity. As a thought leader, as an influencer, as a coach, it's your job to listen carefully for the confusion with people and provide them clarity and answers to move the line forward. That is a huge, huge part of being an influencer and being someone that their brand and their coaching makes a difference in people's lives. Now, let's take a step back here a little bit, because I hear confusion every day from people. I thought that's what a speaker was. I thought I needed to do that with my TikToks. I thought I needed to do that with my YouTube. There's a lot of confusion, or they're just simply confused about I'm doing the same thing as 20 other people are doing. They're getting great results. And why am I not getting great results? Confusion. It scares people. It freaks people out when they get confused and they don't start thinking straight anymore. Your mind wanders. You can have anxiety, stress. You don't sleep well. The confusion only adds to it. As a leader, as an entrepreneur, confusion is the killer of dreams. Let me say that again. Confusion is the killer of dreams. You don't want to have confusion. You don't want to get off track. You don't want to lose your way, and you don't want to be confused by other people. When I work with people, I try my best to come up with a clear process and plan that we're going to work through to get them the results that they want to get. It's not always easy, because the more I listen to them, the more I discuss their plans, their dreams, their goals, the more I do that, the more confused I hear they often are. Think about that. How many people have you coached, worked with, business relationship, where the more you listen to them, the more you realize they're confused. They really have no idea what they want to do. They definitely don't know how to get to where they want to get to. And they clearly have not asked anybody for help up until maybe that point. And maybe in that moment, they're confused if they're really asking for help or not. Our jobs as leaders, as influencers, as executives, CEOs, we're in that place to help people get unconfused and unstuck. That's what we're here to do. So that confusion is where we want to be, though. Think about that. We hate it. Oh, hate having that gerbil wheel is spinning around, the anxiety and the never ending. It does get painful to listen to it, but when you have them in that confusing state, when they admit they're confused, now you can help them. Now, how do you help them? Break it down really simply. To move from that confusion to clarity, you need to really ask probing questions, not the superficial ones. Don't give them half-cooked questions or half-baked answers. Get as clear as you can and crystallize what it is they have the confusion on. It's not on branding. It's not on marketing. It's not on this or that. Their confusion is blank. And then state it that they're going to know that's what my real confusion is on. My confusion is I have a sore throat. I don't know why. No, that's not your confusion. Confusion is you talk too much, Rich. That's what you want to find out and do, though. You want to mind to the confusion and then add clarity. Now that we know this is what you're really confused on, I can help you with fixing that. So you look and sound like everyone else. So you're copying their templates and they're crushing it and they're making money and they're doing things. Let me clarify that yours don't have the same pop. They don't have the same appeal. Your branding is a little bit off because you're trying to say too many things at once. Let's dial it back and let's give clarity to what you are and what you are not. So that's where your coaching comes in when they are confused. It is the best thing you could do for a client to call a timeout and reset their confusion and give them more clarity. They will thank you. They will thank you for clear clarity. What is your mission? What is your vision? What are your values? How are we going to get there together? What is your result that you want to have happen at the end of the road? Clarify all that. Work through the list with them. And if it takes multiple calls, it takes multiple calls because it usually doesn't happen on the first one. Give them the clarity they need and want. And then as they get the clarity, then you can start going back out and doing things. Years ago, I was with a group and we were talking through serious matters, and there was a lot of confusion with our organization. As we went through the clarity process, as we went through of listening and sharing and wrestling with what was confusing to us, and in a group setting, people were confused in different areas. So it wasn't one confused person. It was a group of confused people. We came to realize another aspect that we had to now embrace new, and that was the idea of a retreat. Up until that point, the version of retreat that I had heard was in a military sense, and retreat has always been considered bad. Instead of marching head on and instead of winning, the concept of retreat to me in my mind was, and again, I was confused on it, but my version was, we must be losing. We're getting our butts kicked. We need to retreat and save some people, huddle back up and get out of the fight. When retreat is really explained, retreat is a time to reset, refocus, analyze, get new clarity on what's going on so you can go back out and do extremely well. That's what you do for your clients. That's what you do as a coach and a leader. You listen to the craziness, and it's like a war field. The bombs are going up, the confusion's going up, there are all those clouds and dust, and your client can no longer see what they really need to do, and they're paralyzed by it. You bring the clarity to it. You start pushing away the dust and the debris, and you see what's really going on here. And then with that, you can say, let's have a strategy session here. Let's really put the building blocks back up. And you may have to pull some blocks off that you thought were working at first, take those off and put something else in, try completely different, and then reset and say, go. That's the best way of using confusion, clarity, retreat, put them all together, and then say, go. And with that, as you coach, as you lead, as you provide this clarity of message, what are your talking points? What are not your talking points? How are you going to show up differently this time? Because how you showed up last time didn't work. All of this comes into all of it now. Then you need to do a follow-up after you relaunch and go back out. You need to make sure you follow up quickly thereafter and analyze and critique. How did it work? How did it feel? What are the things that are happening and not happening? How many of you are confused? Are you confused today on what you're doing with your business? Are you confused at why your TikTok, your social media, your blog posts, why your YouTube channel is just dull right now? Are you confused on why more people aren't coming to your events? Are you confused about which events seem to be working and other ones don't? And which one is your sticky area that really works for you? Step back and get some clarity here. And the best way I get clarity is I bring in people I know, like, and trust to add their voices to what I'm doing. Yes, I'm a coach. I'm a media expert. Yes, I do this for a living. And at the same time, I need to call other people from the outside to come back in to give me clarity to make sure I don't keep messing up what I do. Find that trusted crowd, bring them in, and they will help you retreat, literally, go back to the drawing board if need be, to come back out stronger and better. How are you doing with the confusion out there? Right now, there's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of noise. I'm hearing more ideas than ever before about what should work, what does not work, what is the new algorithm, what is the broken thing. There's so much confusion right now that it's time that everyone take a deep breath and get the clarity you need to move back forward again. Coming up this week, we have Rock the Stage Media Show. We're coming back again on Wednesday night. We're there 7 p.m. on Wednesday night. You can register for the event. And by the way, we're going to have a great evening with, I don't want to spoil it, but it is going to be about events. It is going to be about your platforms. And we're going to have a high professional media person coming in to talk about what they do on the high level, like CBS, NBC, Fox TV type of level stuff. Talk about that. So come and join us on Rock the Stage. And then coming up this Thursday, I got a special event coming up. We're going to start an open mic night because people need to get practice with their talks. We're going to open up a new community. It's going to be a meetup community. I'm really excited to do this. This will be an open free event. This will be an event where you can come. The first one this Thursday is going to be a meet and greet. Get to know, find out where people are at. I'll share kind of what we're going to do with this. But in coming weeks thereafter, every other week, we're going to do it twice a month. You'll get a 10-minute slot and you're going to be able to step on the stage and you'll be able to give your 10-minute talk. And you may give it multiple times, multiple weeks, because this is part of practicing and getting the reps in. And then I'll be giving some tips and tricks to come back and help you improve that talk. And you'll build a community of other people that are like-minded that will be trying to do the very same thing. And we will then help each other grow and become better speakers, better branded influencers, and level up our communication game. So the link I'm going to put in the chat right now. If you want to join us for that, I'd love to have you be a part of the open mic night. Again, this will be the first one, the first week of December, and we'll have one in the third week of December. And we'll get this thing rolling in a whole new way. I'm trying to be clear. I'm trying to help you out here. So if you're confused about how to be a great speaker, here's a great solution for you. Come and join us, get some clarity, get some time on stage, on microphone, and learn how to rock the stage better. That's going to do it for today. I'm the host of Trigger, Rich Bontrager. I hope I didn't confuse you too much here today. Hope I gave you a little bit of clarity and something to noodle on. We'll be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. with another 2 p.m. with the Trigger.